And Grammy-winning singer Chris Brown is facing serious legal trouble overseas. A UK judge just ordered the 36-year-old to stay in British custody on a charge of causing grievous bodily harm.
Chris Brown is in trouble again. Just when fans thought his past was behind him, news broke that he's been arrested in the UK. Yes, you heard that right. Chris Brown, the world-famous singer, was taken into custody over an alleged nightclub assault that happened back in 2023. The courtroom was tense, the media was everywhere, and fans are still in shock. It all started when Chris arrived in the UK for a scheduled performance, but before he could hit the stage, police moved in. They arrested him based on an old incident from last year. According to reports, a man came forward accusing Chris of assault inside a London nightclub in early 2023. At the time, the case didn't get much attention. But now, it's back, and it's serious.
Yeah, hey Diane, what we know is that Chris Brown was arrested in the early hours of Thursday morning at his hotel in Manchester in northern England. The Metropolitan Police released a statement late last night saying that after an investigation by detectives, they're charging him with, as you said, grievous bodily harm with intent. Now, this charge relates...
Witnesses say Chris didn't resist arrest. He stayed calm, but clearly looked upset as he was taken in by officers. Paparazzi caught every moment as the singer was escorted to a police van. Fans outside were crying and shouting in disbelief. Some even tried to follow the vehicle to the station. When Chris arrived in court, things got even more dramatic. The judge didn't hold back. He laid out the accusations clearly. Chris was being charged for allegedly attacking a man inside a club, leaving him with serious injuries. The victim claims he was punched several times and kicked while on the ground. He said it was so bad, he had to be hospitalized. Photos of the injuries were shown in court. They looked brutal. Chris's legal team tried to argue that the accusations were false, that the victim was just trying to get money and fame. But the judge wasn't convinced right away. He said the case has enough evidence to move forward. And just like that, Chris Brown's legal problems grew a lot bigger. Social media exploded the moment news broke. "Not again!" many fans tweeted. Others defended Chris, saying he's always targeted.
The American R&B singer Chris Brown has appeared in court today, charged with grievous bodily harm with intent in connection with an alleged assault at a nightclub in London.
But let's be honest, this isn't the first time Chris has faced legal trouble. His history with violence goes way back to the Rihanna case in 2009. Ever since then, there's been a long list of controversies. Some fans have stood by him through it all. Others walked away a long time ago. This time, though, things feel different. The fact that he was arrested in a foreign country makes the situation even more serious.
Well, Ben, as you can imagine, there has been quite a lot of media interest in the appearance of this very high-profile R&B star here at Manchester Magistrates Court this morning. The press benches were full and an overflow room had to be set up within the court for reporters and for fans. When Chris Brown appeared in the dock just after 12:15, he was wearing a black t-shirt and black tracksuit bottoms, and he spoke only to confirm his name, date of birth and address during the hearing, which lasted about 40 minutes.
The UK doesn't play when it comes to violent crimes. If found guilty, Chris could face jail time overseas. That's not something any celebrity wants to deal with. He's far from home, and the case is getting international attention. The victim's lawyer spoke to reporters after the hearing. He said his client has been waiting over a year for justice. He claims the attack left his client traumatized and suffering. No one, no matter how famous, should get away with this, he said. Chris didn't speak in court, except to confirm his name and listen to the charges.
What? Chris Brown's just been arrested in the UK? Don't forget to follow for all the latest pop culture news, and what a coincidence, wasn't it just 24 hours when he was supporting Tory Lanez on his story? Anyways, police collected him from his hotel in Manchester at 2 a.m. this morning after learning that he had flown into the city via private jet just a few hours before. Chris Brown's been held on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. Basically, he's been accused of bottling a music producer at Tape Nightclub in Mayfair in London.
Chris Brown fans that have got tickets to his UK tour this summer, it is not looking good. So obviously I've been following the news the last 24 hours since it emerged that he had been arrested in Birmingham for allegedly assaulting a music producer with a bottle. Obviously, if he has done something like this, he does need to be punished, as would anybody, not just a musician or a celebrity. But being a big fan of his and having tickets to go and see him on the 21st of June, I was hoping that it was just going to be speculation and that it was going to be debunked and he would just be released and everything would be absolutely fine. About an hour ago, this has emerged on the Sun's website, which states that he's going to be held in custody until the 13th of June. Now, off the top of my head, I can't think when his UK tour starts, but I'm pretty sure that there were some places that he was visiting before he visits London on the 21st of June. So I don't know what that looks like for us. I don't know if that means that he's going to have to cancel his tour and then we're all going to get refunded, or whether it's going to be postponed. And at this point, obviously, I don't even know if I want to be supporting someone who has done yet another violent act, if it is true. I'm hoping that it's not, but to hold him in custody, it's got to be pretty serious. So, yeah, I don't really know what to make of that today, to be honest.
His expression was cold, almost distant. He didn't look like the smiling performer fans are used to seeing on stage. He looked tired, stressed, and honestly, worried. The judge decided to release Chris on bail, but with strict conditions. He had to hand over his passport, stay in a private residence, and report to police regularly until the next court date. That means no concerts, no parties, and definitely no traveling. His legal team says he's going to fight the charges and clear his name. But the question is, can he? Meanwhile, fans are torn. Some say Chris has made mistakes, but he's been trying to do better. Others say enough is enough. We can't keep making excuses for him. One fan wrote on Instagram, he needs to be held accountable like everyone else. The hashtag Chris Brown arrested started trending within minutes of the news breaking. Everyone has an opinion, and the internet is on fire. Some celebrities have stayed quiet. Others hinted at their thoughts. One artist tweeted, "Karma always comes around." No name was mentioned, but people think it was about Chris. Whether that's true or not, it shows how divided the music industry is about him. Back in the courtroom, Chris's next hearing is set for next month. Until then, he'll be staying in the UK under watch. His legal team will likely try to get the charges dropped or settled quietly. But with the media watching so closely, that won't be easy. This case could change everything for Chris. His tour dates are now canceled. Sponsorship deals are being reviewed. Brands don't want to be associated with controversy, and this arrest is as controversial as it gets. For Chris, it's another chapter in a life filled with ups and downs. He went from being a teenage star with a voice the world loved to someone constantly surrounded by trouble. Some say he's misunderstood. Others say he never learned. But right now, none of that matters. What matters is what happens next in court. Will he be proven innocent, or will the evidence be too strong to ignore? The videos, the photos, the witness testimonies, there's a lot that could work against him. But Chris has powerful lawyers, and he's been in courtrooms before. He knows how to play defense. At the end of the day, the truth will come out. Until then, fans can only watch and wait. And Chris Brown? He's got a long legal battle ahead of him, one that could change his life forever. This is a breaking story. More updates are expected as the case moves forward. For now, Chris Brown is a free man, but with his freedom hanging by a thread. Everyone's watching. The question is, will this be the fall that finally ends his career, or just another scandal he survives? This case could mark a major turning point in Chris Brown's life and career. Whether he walks free or faces serious consequences, the world is watching closely. One thing is clear, this story is far from over. More court hearings, more evidence, and maybe even more surprises are on the way. What do you think? Is Chris Brown innocent, or is justice finally catching up with him? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more breaking updates, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest news.